Hey everyone, welcome back to the business communications class. Today we will get to learn something rather tough. Communicating persuasive messages. Let us get to what we are going to learn today. We will answer these questions today. How can the ACE process help you persuade your audience? What are the basic elements of persuasion? What types of business messages require persuasion? So, what is persuasion? Persuasion is the process of influencing your audience to agree with your point of view, recommendation, or request. In this chapter, you will learn techniques of persuasion you can apply in a range of business messages. Let us see how the ACE process can help you persuade your audience. People often fail to realize they need to be persuasive. Let us look at this email. In this chapter scenario, Pedro needs to do more than ask for funding. He needs to persuade Maria to provide it. The ACE process can help Pedro create a more effective message. As we know, analyzing helps you plan your message. Analyzing involves thinking strategically about your purpose, desired outcome, and business results, the audience's and the stakeholders' needs, content needs and medium choice. Firstly, analyze your purpose, desired outcome, and business result. Before focusing on what you will say in your message, think about why you are communicating. To create a more persuasive message, ask yourself, what is the purpose of the message or why are you communicating? Then think, what outcome would you like to achieve or how would you like your audience to respond? You need to analyze your audience's and stakeholders' needs. The more you know about your audience, the more persuasive you can be. Consider the needs of both of the primary audience, the direct recipients of the message, and the secondary audience, other people who may read or hear your message. To create a persuasive message, focus on the audience's information needs, their motivation and benefits and potential resistance you may face. Analyze what the content needs. Based on your audience analysis, you can determine what content you will need to provide. What information to include. What points will motivate and what benefits to stress. Now, how to respond to potential resistance. You can try using refutation, a response intended to prove an objection wrong. For example, no, that is wrong, and here's why. Or you can try concession and admission that an opposing point of view has merit but does not invalidate your argument. Look at this example, yes, that may be true, but. Analyze medium choices. There are so many mediums to choose from. Look at this chart. The table summarizes reasons why you might choose various medium options when you need to persuade an audience. For example, to communicate a personal appeal to an individual, one-to-one, telephone calls, text messages, instant messaging services, email, or even a letter would work. Again, if you want to communicate with people already interested in your topic, you can use any medium, according to the scale of the audience. Compassing implements the persuasive plan. Look at this example. It shows persuasive and unpersuasive versions of an email message, with annotations applied to the persuasive version. The annotations that appear in the margins of the persuasive version of the email message point out how persuasive version is more effective than unpersuasive in following ways. Number 1. The subject line that stresses a benefit. Number 2. Structure of the introductory paragraph. Number 3. The way second paragraph discusses possible solution of the problem. Number 4. The way third paragraph anticipates objections. Number 5. The way pronouns are used in last paragraph. Evaluating helps you review the draft for effectiveness. To ensure you have implemented a good persuasive strategy, ask yourself, have you convincingly shown that a problem or opportunity exists? Is the proposed solution or plan appropriate? Are the evidence and reasoning sound? Have you addressed all of the objections you can anticipate? Have you stressed benefits? Is the message easy to read? Is the information complete, concise, clear, and correct? Is the message structured to be well received by your audience? So, what are the basic elements of persuasion? In addition to establishing a problem or need, focusing on benefits, and anticipating objections. Let us start with building credibility. Credibility is an audience's belief that you have expertise and are trustworthy based on your knowledge, character, reputation, and behavior. To establish credibility, spend time getting to know the audience, introduce yourself effectively, and present ideas effectively. Remember, credibility is hard to earn and easy to lose. Culture plays an important factor when adapting persuasive appeals. Observe, what are some of the successful approaches your organization takes when a question of culture or diversity arises? Try asking a supervisor or mentor about how to handle persuasive situations when you believe there may be a cultural factor that needs consideration. If the situations involves a client and you have a good rapport with the client, you may be able to ask directly and respectfully for his or her input. Research time. How have others managed similar situations? How do other cultures expect persuasive negotiations to take place? There is a surprising amount written on this exact topic, and good resources can often be found in government websites devoted to successful import-export of goods and services. Let us now learn how to construct a logical argument. Simply speaking, here are the steps to construct a logical argument. Take a position, then support the position with reasons, and document those reasons with evidence. Look at this structure to understand it better. It shows a flowchart shows structure of a logical argument. The steps of the flowchart are as follows. Step 1. What is your position? Training customer service representatives to use the new system will improve service and productivity and will also reduce costs. Step 2. What reasons support your position? Since installation, customer service and productivity have suffered, also, the problem is costly, and training is a cost-effective and efficient solution. Step 3. What evidence supports your reasons? For one, customer complaints have increased 50%, the number of customers served daily has decreased 15%, the increased complaints cost us $1,800 per week. Complaints may also cause us to lose customers, targeted training will cost less than the cost of complaints. So, manufacturer has agreed to provide the training within 1 week. Presenting logical arguments to support a business decision. Here is a logical argument for computer training. It is a memo showing logical argument for computer training, with annotation applied. It has the following annotations. Number 1. Subject line focuses on solving a cost problem, which will interest the audience. Number 2. The first 2 paragraphs document a problem and anticipate the objection that employees have received sufficient training. Number 3. The next 2 paragraphs document the immediate and long-term costs of the problem. Pedro cites both research conducted by the department and a sales authority. Let us look at the proposed solution section now. Number 1. The RST paragraph of this section provides the details of the solution. Number 2. The second paragraph presents the cost and anticipates several objections. Viking Systems is charging too much, the training will not be cost-effective, and employees can learn on their own. Number 3. The now paragraph reminds the audience of the main BNT of funding training. It is the only way the department will receive the intended results from the new system. Remember to avoid logical fallacies. Fallacy is poor logical reasoning that leads to a flawed argument. Here are a few samples of misleading fallacies. For example, appeal to popular opinion is a fallacy. It means offering as evidence statements such as everybody knows. An example of such fallacy from Pedro to Maria would be, everybody knows that without training new computer systems lead to productivity losses. It's obvious. Here are a few more examples. Like false cause is a fallacy. It assuming there is a cause and effect relationship between 2 things without proving the relationship. An example of such fallacy from Pedro to Maria would be, as soon as we got new computers, customer complaints increased. The new system is clearly the cause. Coming to ethics, let us discuss, is being persuasive like being dishonest? To answer that, we need to analyze our purpose carefully. A persuasive message is intended to influence our audience, to agree with our point of view. Our purpose should not be to persuade others to make decisions that would cause themselves or others harm. You must be more than just convincing. You must be credible. Let us look at these samples here. An example of unethical shortcut would be presenting an opinion and suggesting it is a fact. The long-term outcome of it would be that the receiver may decline to do future business with you upon realizing that you confuse opinion with fact. A better choice would be, when stating an opinion, be clear that it is an opinion. Feel free to justify your opinion with fact. It is the more ethical choice. The result of it would be that the receiver will appreciate your clarity and begin to build trust. There are more of these examples here. Appealing to your audience's emotions. Appeal to your audience's emotional and psychological needs. Safety, love and belonging, self-esteem, and self-actualization. Show your own emotional commitment. Use compelling evidence and powerful language. Requests for donations should appeal to audience emotions. Persuasive fundraising message using emotional appeals. Here is a letterhead of the Greenwald Center that has a fundraising message with the following annotations. Number 1. Praises past action. Number 2. Provides quantitative data to illustrate that the donor's support makes a difference. Number 3. Shows that the support is greatly needed. Number 4. Compliments donors as exceptional people. Number 5. Concludes by assuming that this good person will, of course, continue to exhibit the same generosity. Here are some additional strategies for appealing to emotion. Let us look at the principles and how they were used in the last example. Number 1. Consistency. People like to act consistently and make decisions that are similar to ones they have made in the past. Remind your audience they have made similar decisions in the past. Here is how it was used. Thank you for your past support of the Greenwald Center. Your generosity has helped create opportunities and successes for people in our community who live with disabilities. Number 2. Social proof. People follow the lead of others they respect. Include names and testimonials. Here is how it was used. As our 4-star rating from Charity Navigator indicates, every dollar that you contribute goes directly toward helping people. Number 3. Liking. People respond more positively to those whom they like and who like them. Show that you appreciate your audience. Here is how it was used. Thank you for your past support of the Greenwald Center. Your generosity has helped create opportunities and successes for people in our community who live with disabilities. In an era of shrinking government support, we increasingly rely on sustainable funding from friends like you, extraordinary people who see ability in everyone. Here are some additional strategies for appealing to emotion. Let us look at the principles and how they were used in the last example. Number 1. Consistency. People like to act consistently and make decisions that are similar to ones they have made in the past. Remind your audience they have made similar decisions in the past. Here is how it was used. Thank you for your past support of the Greenwald Center. Your generosity has helped create opportunities and successes for people in our community who live with disabilities. Number 2. Social proof. People follow the lead of others they respect. Include names and testimonials. Here is how it was used. As our 4-star rating from Charity Navigator indicates, every dollar that you contribute goes directly toward helping people. Number 3. Liking. People respond more positively to those whom they like and who like them. Show that you appreciate your audience. Here is how it was used. Thank you for your past support of the Greenwald Center. Your generosity has helped create opportunities and successes for people in our community who live with disabilities. In an era of shrinking government support, we increasingly rely on sustainable funding from friends like you, extraordinary people who see ability in everyone. So, what types of business messages typically require persuasion? Here are some recommendations for action. Include core elements, for example, establish that a need exists, show how your solution is effective. Include persuasive elements, like focusing on benefits, anticipate objections, build credibility, construct a logical argument, and appeal to the audience's emotion. There are 2 ways to organize recommendation messages. A figure shows an outline for both direct and indirect recommendations. It shows the following information. Use direct organization if your audience requests the recommendation, prefers directness, or is likely to react positively. Use direct organization if the recommendation will not negatively affect stakeholders or require additional effort from stakeholders. Direct organization follows this pattern. Begin with main point. Propose a specific recommendation. Provide context. Identify the issue, problem, or opportunity. Provide evidence that the problem or opportunity is significant. Then, support your proposal. For example, justify recommendations with persuasive rationale. Describe alternative solutions and negative implications. Address potential objections. Stress benefits. Motivate action. Conclude with a call to action. When do you use indirect organization? Use indirect organization if your audience is not expecting the recommendation, prefers indirectness, or is likely to react negatively, and the recommendation will negatively affect stakeholders or require additional effort from stakeholders. Indirect organization follows this pattern. Begin with context. Identify the issue, problem, or opportunity. Provide evidence that the problem or opportunity is significant. Optional. Eliminate other alternatives. Describe alternative solutions and negative implications. State the main point. Propose a specific recommendation. Support your proposal. For example, justify recommendations with persuasive rationale. Address potential objections. Stress benefits. Motivate action. Conclude with a call to action. Coming to technology, compassing a persuasive recommendation with presentation software. Here are a few tips for creating a presentation with a software like PowerPoint. Organize your presentation into well-defined sections. Design every slide to support one main idea. Write message headlines, short sentences or meaningful phrases at the top of the slide that represent your main ideas. Present material in the body of the slide that supports your headline. How are sales messages compassed? Sales and marketing professionals often use the acronym AIDA to create persuasive sales messages, brochures, advertisements, and websites. Here is a visual representation of AIDA structure for organizing sales messages. The structure is as follows. A for attention. Grab attention with a startling fact, a captivating story, a motivating question. I for interest. Develop interest by focusing on meeting audience needs and creating benefits. D for desire. Create a feeling of desire, overcoming resistance with evidence and urgency. A for action. Make it easy and obvious for the audience to take action. So, what comes in the end? Outcome. Actions were taken, audiences were persuaded. Let us look at an unsolicited sales message. An example of unsolicited sales email message, with annotations applied. Number 1. Grabs attention with startling facts. Number 2. Builds interest by meeting audience needs. Number 3. Encourages desire by indicating that other similar businesses have bought the product, social proof. Number 4. Motivates action with a free trial and easy purchase option. Social media can be effectively used for indirect persuasion. You can build credibility by providing valuable content. If you build a relationship with the audience, they will consider you a trusted source when they make purchase decisions or pay for advice. Here are the mediums we can use. Content marketing is a technique for persuading customers by providing them valuable information without trying to sell them anything. Blogs are an effective tool for delivering valuable content, establishing yourself as a subject matter expert, and putting a personal face on your business. Persuasion helps you motivate others. Effective team leaders use techniques to influence attitudes and motivate people to make a commitment to a team. Here is how we can help them. Remind the team why the work is important, their team vision for success. Help others feel pride in their work. Understand and acknowledge the emotions of team members. Make it possible for a team member to succeed. In the Analyze section, we learn to focus on the purpose and our desired outcome. We learn to examine our primary and secondary audiences carefully, identifying their needs and using their receiver's attitude to appeal to the audience's needs. We learn to identify possible objections. We select the best channel for our message. When compassing, we learn to select a direct or indirect approach depending on our audience. We learn to articulate audience's needs, to build confidence and rapport, to write with the receiver's perspective in mind, and to prepare responses for possible objections. In the Evaluate section, we learn to check for a convincing argument that is written from the receiver's perspective and addresses possible objections. We learn to review for accuracy, clarity, and completeness. We learn to proofread for errors, paying special attention to numbers and dates.